Okay, let's try this one. Ethylamine is a weak base whose Kb value is 6.4 times 10 to the minus 4. What is the pH of a 1.0 molar solution of ethylamine? Okay, plan of attack. We know we have a weak base. So the plan is put it in water, ice it with a Kb. Now, they didn't give me the formula for ethylamine. I happen to know it. It's CH3CH2 NH2. However, you don't know what it is. So it's okay to either just call it B for base or B minus if you happen to know it's an ion. This time, I know ethylamine happens to be neutral. Doesn't matter really, but I'm just going to call it B. We're going to take the base, ethylamine. We put it in water. Now, if my base accepts an H+, we'll have an H with the B, and now it will be charged positively. And what's left behind is that hydroxide that I'm looking for. So we put the base in water. Now we need to go ahead and ice it, ICE. The initial concentration of my ethylamine is 1.0 molar, 1.0. We don't have any conjugate acid in there, and we don't have any significant amounts of hydroxide in there before it accepts the proton. We're going to move in the forward direction, take away X, add X, add X. At equilibrium, the OH minus is X, the HB is X, and looking at this Kb value, we're going to rule of 100 this. We're going to drop our X term, and this is simply going to be 1.0 molar. Okay, we have our equilibrium values. We're going to ice it with a Kb. We have a Kb. That Kb is 6.4 times 10 to the minus 4. That value equals X times X, X squared, all over 1.0. So if we take the square root of 6.4 times 10 to the minus 4, we get something along the lines of 10 to the minus 2. And in fact, we get X equal to 2.5 times 10 to the minus 2. That's our X. But it's always important to ask, what is X? Is X your H plus or is X your OH minus? So we look back up at the ice table and we realize that X is OH. It's a base. This gives off OH minus in water. So since we know the OH minus concentration is 2.5 times 10 to the minus 2 molar, I want pH, but it's probably a little easier just to find pOH. If I have OH, let's go for pOH. The pOH is negative log, excuse me, of 2.5 times 10 to the minus 2. It's going to be very, very close to 2. In fact, it's going to be 1.60 if you put that on your calculator. We're almost done. We have the pOH. We want the pH. So the pH is going to be 14.00 minus my pOH number, 1.60. That leaves me with a pH equal to 12.40. And now you ask yourself, does that make sense? We have a weak base. This is a weakly basic pH. I hope that helps. Take care.